I've loved trains from as far back as I can remember. My grandmother has often told me that, when I was young, really young, maybe even as young as 3 or 4, I used to run to her window and watch the Long Island Railroad go by. She lived out in Queens in a high rise on Woodhaven Boulevard, and the Long Island Railroad used to pass by. And she said I used to, whenever I hear the train horn, I would run to the balcony, to the terrace, and watch the train go by, and then I would run through the apartment to the front window and watch it go by again. Um, and that's my earliest recollection of really being into trains. This is before graffiti was part of the purview. But I've always been into trains from really young. And graffiti was always just around. It was always just there. It was always part of the landscape. I never noticed anything different about it. It was just always there. It was just something that we saw. It was always around. And it didn't really make any sense to me, I think, until probably I went to junior high school. Breakdancing and rapping was also now part of the urban youth culture. So I was kind of interested in all three of them. Took some tags around in the neighborhood. Nothing really spectacular or anything like that. So it was about 1984. My dad took me to the park with him to play ball, and I was just hanging out. He was playing ball, but some guys from CWK, which is Gnome, and the guys who did all of the Mantronics album covers, they had just done a huge handball court, and the empty cans were still on the ground. But I mean, this thing was spectacular. I mean, it was really incredible, and it was the first time I had really seen anything like it up close. And I think that's the point where I really started to shift away from music, from MCing, DJing, and then breakdancing, and really started to take a more serious interest in writing.